She is his wife. There's a contract, a witness, a blessing of faith, but the marriage ends tomorrow morning. In Iran, it's called temporary marriage. In Arabic, Mut'ah, meaning pleasure. It's not love. It's not an affair. It's a legal union with an expiration date under Shi'a Islamic law. 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week. Anything is valid. Just sign a paper, recite a vow, and she becomes your legal wife. No divorce needed. Once the time's up, it's over. And it's not a secret. Outside some mosques in Tehran, lawyers facilitate the process. Some even offer packages, duration, price, even personality, religious stance, legal. Scholars call it responsible desire. Cleaner than an affair, purer than prostitution. But really, she's not your lover. She's not your wife. You don't even know her real name. The only thing you'll remember is her whisper, "Tonight, I'm yours." This isn't a romantic union, and it's not about love. In Iran, temporary marriage is a structured religious procedure. Simple, mutual consent, a cleric, and a written agreement. Within minutes, you are legally married. No state registration, no shared property, no divorce needed. In most cases, the man sets the time and the payment. The woman only gets to say yes or walk away. Under Islamic law, it's permitted, but from a legal perspective, it looks more like a loophole wrapped in tradition. You marry without future obligations. You pay without long-term responsibility. You possess her legally, but she never really possesses you. Faith gives it purity. The system gives it legality. But someone always pays the price. And often, it's the woman who disappears behind the silence. She holds a marriage paper, not a price tag. But in many cases, they mean the same thing. In Iran, temporary marriage comes with an unspoken transaction. Money for time. The dowry is the price. The cleric or broker, the matchmaker. Near mosques, there are offices specializing in these contracts. Men write down their terms, duration, amount, preferences. The broker matches them with a willing woman. 1 hour, 1 night, 1 week, all written in ink. Legally, it's a marriage. Economically, it's supply and demand. So, who buys? Middle-aged bachelors, businessmen, men seeking halal release. And who sells? Single mothers in debt, students who can't afford tuition, or young women pressured by family poverty. This isn't rare. In an economy drowning in inflation and job loss, it's a strategy shaped by survival. Faith hasn't changed, but the way it's monetized has. This isn't about right or wrong. It's about how belief systems can become business models. They signed the contract, but beyond that paper, there was nothing left for them. When a temporary marriage ends, there's no divorce process, no inheritance, no legal recognition. She's not a wife, not a lover, just someone who existed within a time limit. It wasn't love, she says. It was a deal. But once the deal is over, she has no right to demand anything. Some were abandoned. Some became pregnant. At hospitals, they couldn't write a husband's name. At police stations, they were told, "You're not legally married." That sentence closes every door. They don't stay silent because they want to. They stay silent because no one listens. In one Iranian survey, over 70% of women who had a temporary marriage never told their families. What they fear isn't God or law. It's shame, judgment, disgrace. Faith didn't protect them. Law didn't defend them. Their stories live only in silence. He's been divorced for 3 years. Most nights, it's just him and the flicker of the TV. "Let it go," his friend said. But he just wanted one thing, to hear, "I miss you." He signed the contract. 5 million toman, 3 days. She came every night. She left every morning. No questions, no judgment. She didn't care about his past, or the fact that he only remembered her name when he drank. He said, "Those were the most honest 3 days of my life," because she never rejected, never doubted, but she was never truly there. Another man, a student, 24, anxious, isolated, he found a broker on a forum. One night, she said, "Good night," and for the first time, He felt like someone waited for his lights to go out. But when the term ended, she vanished. New number, no profile. Even her voice felt like a dream. He whispered, "She was never real, but I lost control because of her." Behind it all lies a system, polished, efficient, quiet. Each temporary marriage needs a cleric, not to witness love, but to stamp, recite, and charge a fee, a prayer, a signature, a receipt. The price changes based on region, duration, even appearance. They call it a religious service. No one asks where the women's voices went. Brokers operate discreetly, in apartments, back rooms of salons, even clinics. They arrange matches using intake forms, photos, age, duration, budget. They say, "We only introduce. It's your free choice." Some agencies have websites. It looks like a dating platform, but the filters aren't personality or values, just cost, availability, and duration. What about the authorities? They remain silent. Sometimes, addresses are pinned on mosque bulletin boards. This silence isn't ignorance. It's part of the structure. The clerics don't speak. The brokers won't speak. And the government leaves a blank space. When the law stamps something as legal, can morality still hold its balance? In the name of faith, is it a spiritual cleansing or a carefully wrapped desire? What do you think? Is she a recognized wife or a naked transaction? When emotions and contracts blur, when love and rights fall out of sync, what is real and what is illusion? Temporary marriage is legal but controversial. Some see it as a continuation of tradition. Others call it a gray zone of modern society. This is not a simple matter of right or wrong. It's a mirror, reflecting our complex struggles with morality, desire, and freedom. How will you look at her? Is she redemption or prisoner? Faith or a game of desire? Leave your thoughts below. Let's lift the veil of legality and explore the hidden truths together. She never took off her clothes, yet silently she moved into his mind. This is not a story of physical entanglement, but a secret control deep within the soul. Invisible chains quietly bind his thoughts. She has no body, yet is closer to his heart than anyone else. This temporary marriage appears legal on the surface, but it is an invisible illusion of desire. Looking back on the whole story, you realize the struggle is not just against physical bonds, but against a mental prison unseen. She has no body, yet enters your heart deeper than anyone. This is not about the body, but about desire and illusion, about the hardest control to touch. Temporary marriage, this legal intimacy. What does it truly mean? Is it a mercy granted by faith, or a compromise of the system? Is it a reluctant choice by people, or a failure of rights? She has no body, yet in countless nights, good nights, she becomes your truest companion. What would you pay for this intimacy? Lonely waiting, or torment of the soul? There is no answer, only questions. Who truly defines the meaning of this relationship? Beyond faith, what is she? Is she warmth, or a cold transaction? We invite you to share with us. Have you ever felt moved? Have you ever been deceived? The story is not over yet. The conversation has only just begun.